Giving and receiving. The universal bank account. Unity in the form of the Lemurian way and the ninth wave of the Mayan calendar, as interpreted by Dr. Carl Kalaman, requires a flow between Creator Source and individuals, groups, nations, and the world. Being nice by giving or graciously receiving is more than good manners. It is necessary to learn to flow and increase spiritually relevant energy by giving and receiving. The same idea is true with giving and receiving to and from Creator Source. Since 2011, planet Earth is in a learning curve of co-creation in which we are becoming partners with the universe. Because everything is connected to everything, giving and receiving are fused in a seamless flow of energy that Lauren calls the universal bank account. It's the natural movement of the universe. Here is a simple diagram of how the universal bank account works. The universal bank account is not just about money. The universe contains an explicit connection between giving and receiving. The connection is like a revolving door, similar to Sir Isaac Newton's law of motion. For every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction. When a person gives, the universe is then obligated to give back, to return energy to the sender, or else the universe would become unbalanced. The person receives from the universe. It only appears that a person receives from someone or something else. In truth, however, it is the universe giving back through whatever means it has at its disposal. The most wonderful part of this dual motion is that the energy that is returned to you may not show up immediately. That energy goes into your universal bank account. When you need something at a future date, like money, a job, help fixing a tire, friendliness, or a hug, the universe supplies it, withdrawing energy from your universal bank account. Energy moves in an endless loop, a cycle, through giving, then receiving, giving and receiving into infinity. Is this spiritual? Several of Lauren's friends have questioned her theory, asking whether it was spiritual or not. They're worried about manipulating the universe. She tells them that giving and receiving is the active universe. We can simply notice and play in its wonderful pastime. Thus, it is intrinsically spiritual. When people tithe at church, they expect it to be multiplied back to them, often more than the 10% they donated to the collection plate. Here's how it works. Every day, give at least one something without being asked. A smile, a sincere compliment, a helping hand, your place in line at the grocery store, allowing a car to merge into traffic, putting out wild birdseed, giving away clothes to someone who needs them or to a thrift store, giving money to a worthwhile cause, helping a disabled neighbor with yard work, calling a friend. Look around to see what might be needed. Giving adds not only to your universal bank account, but also to the universal bank account of the planet as well. Giving. Practice giving at least once a day, more if you can, on purpose and consciously. Every time you give, stay aware and conscious that you are stimulating the universal bank account of abundance for yourself and others. Receiving. When someone compliments you or gives you something, simply reply, "Thank you." More is unnecessary. Keep it simple. Stay aware and conscious that you are stimulating the universal bank account for yourself and others by receiving on purpose and consciously. Practice both giving and receiving daily. With practice, you'll discover that after a while, you won't know if you're giving or receiving at any given time. Receiving will begin to feel like giving, and giving will feel like receiving. It seems magical because the universe originally set up the circular flow, and it happens effortlessly. Lawrence Law number 24. Pay attention as if your life depends on it. It does. Lawrence Law number 12. When you need something, give. Lawrence Law number 3. If it's easy, it's right. Lawrence Law number 13. The universe is all about timing. So is everything in your life. If you are not receiving, check to make sure that you're practicing giving on a daily basis. If you're still not receiving, check to make sure you're open to receiving. The rest is divine timing. All day, every day, pay close attention as if your life depends on it. It does. Thank Creator Source for every miracle, large and small, for smiles, for people, for good fortune, even when something arrives that you were expecting. You can synchronize your bank account with the universal bank account to include miracles. One way to do this is to make a place in your ledger of monthly income and expenses to note unexpected and serendipitous occurrences for miraculous income. Miracles abound. Being conscious of giving and receiving, make it a regular part of your life. Ensures that you remain in the generous flow of the universal bank account.